Open up the OJ, pop. It's Ham House, come on. Welcome to Ham House. No such thing as too loud. We can't even slow down. We about to roll out. Welcome to Ham House. Time to take control now. Putting kids in time out before we pull our arrow out. Welcome to Ham House. Welcome to Ham House.
What is up, everybody? It's Little Matt and Big Matt, and we are back with another Ham House Live. We enjoyed doing it last week, so we're back here on another Saturday. Big Matt, we have a lot going on today, some amazing college football games. NC State plays our, not our arch rival, because UNC
we
is
actually
the
skipped
thing.
over a very important part of Ham House Live.
Open up the OJ. Pop.
So what's up, everybody? Big Matt, Little Matt, Ham House Sports Live. Just kind of our version of a sports show.
Yep, and this is where we started just doing college football, but like my dad said last week, Little Matt does Little Matt things now. So we talk about cards, NFL, college football, life, everything. So
All the sports things. We've got the comments streaming here on Instagram. We're also going to be streaming comments on Facebook. So if you guys have any thoughts and want to add to the mix, feel free to shout out. BR Wall Card Shop said, "What's up, Little Matt?"
what's up?
Card Shop, Card Shark, KJP, what's up? Thank you guys for watching. We're going to talk a little bit about cards. We're going to talk a little bit about college football. We're going to talk a little bit about Shohei, the GOAT.
Yeah, he's the greatest baseball player of all time.
Dude, that guy is tearing it up right now.
And he's been tearing it up for the past years. It's like, it's crazy. People say, oh, Shohei's having the best season ever. People forget that he can throw a baseball 100 miles an hour and he's a Cy Young pitcher.
People forget that he's been doing this since he started, minus
he
one
has three
season.
He will have 3 MVPs. And
here's a fast fact. How many Major League Baseball players have 3 MVPs? What's your guess? Chat, what's your guess? How many Major League Baseball players have 3 MVP awards? And can you name 3?
does Mike Trout have 3?
Mike Trout does have 3. There's one.
All right, there's one. It's got to be someone from like the 80s. It's got to be one person in that era. Barry Bonds has 7.
Barry Bonds is another one. Do you have another one? Can you name another?
How many are there?
There's like 9.
9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any cards of some of the people? I know Ripken has 2.
Yes, we do.
We do? Willie Mays.
Willie Mays does not have 3.
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams does not have 3.
Shoot. Ken Griffey Jr.?
King Griffey Jr. does not have 3.
Oh, gosh. Mantle?
Mantle has 3.
Okay. So what era? Like, just thinking, like, what era was most of these? Were these like
Jimmy Fox.
okay? So like
Yogi Berra.
Babe.
No Babe Ruth. Yogi Berra, Jimmy Fox, Mickey Mantle, Barry Bonds,
Mike Trout.
So Shohei is in rare company, essentially, is what we're saying here. And that's pretty special. And the only player ever in history to go 50-50. So, Matthew, when you look at a guy like Shohei's cards, the difference between Shohei and, say, like Mickey Mantle is Shohei has how many different versions of his rookie
thousands
card?
Thousands of different variations of his rookie card, while Mantle has.
So how do you determine like what has value and what doesn't have value?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's what products actually what products at the end of the day are people going to want to collect. So Shohei Ohtani is Optic rookies. I don't know why they're doing anything. Optic baseball's an awful product. Sorry to all of y'all that collect it, but it's an awful product. Bowman Chrome and Tops is the.
But even in Tops, like Shohei has how many rookies? You know
he has 3 different variations.
No, he has more than that because we had the white jerseys. He got the hand-on helmet.
Sorry,
he's got the batting. He
that's
has all
the
these
different
SPs.
He just has he has 3 different base cards, but that's not counting the Tops. That's just Tops.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not counting Tops Heritage. That's not counting Tops Now. That's not counting like all these other different brands. Just in Tops Chrome, he has 3 different variation rookies.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this is something that's really important for, and they just said, Card Shop here just said red jersey too. Yeah, it's like that's the hard part with collecting modern cards when you have a guy like Shohei, who is arguably going to be one of the top baseball players of all time. Which rookie card demands the value? So
his Bowman Chrome.
Yeah, I understand, but like even in the Bowman Chrome, you've got like his Bowman from when the World Baseball Classic, right? The one that we've owned with him, pitching.
I own that.
Then you've got him carrying the bag. You've got his batting rookie. You've got his pitching rookie. You've got his paper. That's the hard part with modern values to me, is to understand which one is going to hold long term, because there's so many different variations. So that's actually a good research topic and one worth discussing. Do you have an opinion there?
I mean, I do think Ohtani's a buy. I mean, like, people are saying legit he's probably the best person to ever on this planet Earth to ever play baseball, and I'm not disagreeing with them. Ohtani, like, sure, there's been people that can hit balls 500 feet, 400 feet, but is there people that can throw 100 miles an hour at the same time? Is there people that can steal 50 bases a season? He's doing things that have never been done before, and anybody is arguing that Babe Ruth is the greatest baseball player of all time. Like, Ohtani's facing pitchers that are throwing 100 miles an hour cutters, and they actually have movement.
And also,
Babe Ruth faced plumbers.
One of the funny, you're so funny. One of the funny things to me that's super interesting about, the modern pitching guys, right?
Yeah.
Is they're watching video footage of Shohei intentionally. Did somebody on there say something?
No, it's King, and I just know he's going to say something.
Ignore him. King, dude, he's fine. Don't worry about that. He said, best athlete in Wilmington. There we go. But the thing is that Shohei is getting his video footage reviewed. He's having his statistics analyzed, unlike Babe and those guys weren't doing. So you have to constantly sharpen your game. And that's a huge part of why guys are super successful. That's why it's harder to be successful now. I mean, because these guys are all making adjustments.
Do you think, like, any other player in history is like, do you think he's the best baseball player to ever?
It's hard to say ever, because, I mean, he's had a couple of seasons, but I mean, he's up there. Like I saw, one of the big sports media announcers said, right now, if they ended Major League Baseball and they said, you've got to go back and you can only take 20 players into the history of baseball, that Shohei's already there.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, you're talking about Mantle, Mays, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth, all the way back to, the guys that started the game, right? When you've got like the early Hall of Famers, but then Bonds, Griffey, that's a pretty massive statement.
Do you want to tell the Ohtani story from 2023 National?
Your boys cover today against Poopy. Hey, we're going to get into college football bets in just a second. We're going to finish this Ohtani chat, and then we're going to dive in. Brian Harris just jumped on Facebook. Brian, what's up, dude? Missing Ham House College game day. Glad you are here.
So,
but real quick, Ohtani.
Yes, story.
We had an opportunity and actually bought an Ohtani rookie autograph at the 2023 National. The card ended up crossing grades from a 9 PSA to 9.5 Beckett, and sold the card for $11,000. What's that same card doing right now?
8. Yeah.
After all this.
After him hitting 50-50, the same card's doing $8,000. It's like, that was when I remember at the National, his Bowman Chrome base PSA 10, D&P cards, they were paying $1,500 a piece for any Bowman base PSA 10.
It's doing $800 now?
No, $1,000.
$1,000?
They were doing $800 like 2 weeks ago. Now they're doing $1,000.
Yeah, so I mean, it's so hard to manage these modern sports. But Shohei is a great player. Again, the whole thing about the gambling, like, is that going to come out in the future? Is that going to affect it? Was that a legit thing? Was it not a legit thing? There's so much to it. He's just a ridiculous player, and I would say, you know what? I wish we owned one of his cards.
I do too, and I think he's one of the guys. Him and Acuna Jr. I will be chasing them heavy in the offseason. Acuna is, I just think he doesn't get enough. Yes, he does get hurt a lot, but so does Ohtani. And Ohtani's cards, this card of Ohtani would do, what, $20,000?
In a 9.5?
Yes, his base.
Oh, refractor? Yeah, we don't have a refractor auto. But anyway. All right, enough on the Ohtani conversation. Real quick on the baseball front, who do you think's going to the World Series?
World Series? It's hard to bet against the Dodgers right now. Like, the amount of momentum they have, they're playing amazing baseball. Mookie Betts was in the MVP conversation. Shohei Ohtani was in the MVP conversation. Like, they have such a good team.
I think it's Dodgers and Phillies in the National League.
Do you think
they're going to go?
You think? Okay.
Bowman Collector said, could Otani go up even more with pitching next year?
I think so, because the card people will pay whatever they want. Like his prices, like they were already incredibly
the
high.
other thing about Otani is he has an international market. So you've got international buyers
Yes,
on those
yeah.
cards. And when you've got international buyers that hold the cards, it brings the pop down. I don't think all Otani cards are a play. I just think certain cards are a play.
Yeah.
Because you're not
The
going to
SSP.
you're not going to see them pop up on the low pop side because they're just going to be eaten up. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents on it.
American League. That's
American
like
League,
Red
yes.
Sox, Yankees, all them.
Yankees, Orioles. I think the best 4 teams in baseball are Yankees and the Orioles, and then I think the Phillies and the
You're still leaving out
Dodgers.
great teams. Like the Astros are
Astros are going to be competitive. I mean, Cleveland's been super competitive this year.
Cleveland.
Dude, Cleveland Guardians.
They've been
They got
good,
like
but
88 wins.
they haven't been relevant in like 6 years.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're beating people this year.
They haven't been relevant in 6 years though.
I'm telling you, they're beating people this year. So who are you taking? I just told you my 4. I think New York or Baltimore.
I think it's going to be I think the Orioles, they have so much young talent and they're going to continue to be great in years to come.
I think the young talent's going to hurt them. But go
Why?
ahead. I just think it's going to hurt them. Those guys haven't been in that situation.
It's going to be the Orioles or the Yankees, I think. But like,
Yankees, Dodgers.
yes, I do think that's going to be the World Series because
Okay.
the Yankees have better pitching, number one. And I think that they have the long-term
Super
talent.
O's said Orioles, Philly, which would be super fun for us because I'm a big Philly fan because of Trey Turner. I'm a big O's fan just because
The
of
O's.
Cal Ripken. Awesome. Okay, jumping in, just let's transition from baseball stuff into college football today. Somebody asked us, Matthew, do you think State is going to cover against Clemson?
State covering against Clemson. I think so. I think that with CJ Bailey coming out hot this week, I think that they're going to be somewhat more competitive because we've gotten crushed by them years in a row, and I don't think we're going to
We
get
won last year,
what. Wait,
24-17.
that was the games when Clemson's been dookie. That don't count. Clemson's been dookie for like the past 3 years. Like, of course, when they had DJ, that was awful. But like every team that DJ goes to has not been good. So
Your answer.
State will definitely cover against Clemson.
State will cover against Clemson on the
Easy.
road in Death Valley. Okay.
Easy.
So I went ahead, I jumped in, and so last week, do you remember I told you last week I had these picks?
Yeah.
Do you know the one pick that spoiled my 10-team parlay? It was like $2 to win like $700. Do you know the one team that spoiled it last week?
Florida State.
No.
No.
ECU
ECU.
lost to App State last week. Completely burned me. On another parlay, Florida State did. But speaking of, is Florida State going to go 0-4? They've got California coming to them. They're actually 2.5-point favorites against Cal.
I don't think they'll go 0-4.
I
no
think
way.
Cal is going to beat them.
You do?
I do. I actually took Cal
They're so
in a
bad.
parlay.
They are so bad.
Bowman Collector, yes, the true freshman quarterback at NC State is starting,
Yep.
CJ Bailey. And it could be a big problem. But at the same time, some guys get in these big games, man, and they just show up. And so he might be a gamer. We don't know. He might be a gamer.
Yep.
All right, here's the bet. I wanted to show you guys. This is what I took today, just FYI. I've got a 10-team parlay. This is a big one, but I'm just going to throw it out there, all right? I have Florida to cover the spread at Mississippi State,
Okay.
okay? I've got Coastal Carolina to cover at home against Virginia.
All right.
I've got Arizona State to cover 3.5 on the road at Texas Tech. I've got Georgia Tech to cover on the road against Louisville. I've got Northern Illinois to cover at home. I've got Virginia Tech to cover at home against Rutgers. I've got Oklahoma State to cover at home against Utah. I've got Duke to cover on the road against Middle Tennessee. I've got Miami to cover on the road against South Florida, and I got Cal to cover at Florida State.
If that happens, I will let you pour mayonnaise down my socks and I will walk around our neighborhood.
Let's go, Mayo socks.
I will let you pour mayonnaise in my socks and I will run around our neighborhood.
Let's go. I hope so. Who orchestrated DJ coming to FSU shouldn't have had a job next year? True statement, Bowman
Yes, they're
Collector.
so bad.
True statement. True statement. Well, all right, dude. Any other games? We got a couple of big games. USC, Michigan, and Oklahoma, Tennessee. Let's talk about those two games.
Yeah, so Oklahoma, Tennessee, Tennessee's been rolling. They've been absolutely crushing teams. So I think Tennessee is going to blow them out of the water. If you have a bet on them to cover, bet them to cover.
I would agree.
They are away, but they played so well away. Even in Charlotte, they beat the brakes off of NC State. And I think that Tennessee, their quarterback, I don't know how to pronounce his name, and neither does anybody in the chat. But
Bowman Collector said he's a USC fan, so don't hurt him. And also, too, Kev Basketball, what's up? He said ham in the house. All right, so do you have Tennessee to cover?
Tennessee's covering against Oklahoma.
Let me tell you my little action that I took.
Sorry,
here.
Mr. Jared. I will gladly make another bet with you if you would like. I have card money now, so we don't have to.
Mr. So this is the first SEC game for Oklahoma. That could be
and they're getting cooked. I'll say it. They've been playing scrubs for years.
So I think I will tell you this. I think the running back, I can't think of his name, Sampson or something like that for
I wouldn't
Tennessee. Know. I think it's that dude. I think it's Sampson. Maybe I missed that. Anyway, I think that dude's going to score 2 touchdowns today.
You think so?
Yeah, and I think that the quarterback for Tennessee is going to throw for over 250 yards. That was my thing, and I do think that they're going to cover. So that's my little nugget here. What's this guy's name? Yeah, Sampson. I was right. So I think Sampson's going to get 2 scores. I think the quarterback for Tennessee is going to go over 250, and I think we're going to have a spread cover. That's my prediction.
I think it's pretty solid. I think that's gonna happen. Next we have USC versus Michigan.
USC versus Michigan. I actually take USC on the road at Michigan at the Big House.
I will take USC as well. I mean, Michigan. I mean, they don't have Harbaugh anymore, right?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Yeah, so they're cooked.
They're cooked because they're just.
I'm sorry, they don't have. Okay, McCarthy's gone, and then you have they just don't have any more of that big talent anymore. And that's why USC's winning. Number 11 in the country. Away, USC's definitely winning.
I actually like USC here. The spread there is 4.
Yep.
I like USC on the road at Michigan. 3:30 game here on the East Coast. CC Fire Cards, or is it CCR Fire Cards, said, "Sell me your Kaboom Curry."
Yeah, I'm good. It sits proudly in my room on my stand. I love it.
It's a pretty one. All right, dude. So let's jump into a little bit of card thing, and then we'll wrap up the show for today. Let's see. We've been going for 17 minutes. So we want to keep these to about 20 minutes. So we got a few more minutes to jump in. So let's talk some sports card talk.
All right. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. This is your show.
All right. I'll start off with saying that Michael Jordan 90s inserts are the biggest buy in the world right now. Jordan inserts have always been somewhat expensive. It's like the Jordan Star. There's a point where it wasn't relevant, and then now it's relevant. These have always been somewhat relevant. That means they'll continue to go up. Every single sale is higher than the last one. That's what I'm noticing. They keep rising up, and I'm picking up every single Jordan.
You know what I thought about the other day is nobody's even talking about the reality when Jordan passes away.
Yeah.
He's a younger guy. I'm not saying this anytime soon. But I'm just saying what happens when these Hall of Fame guys pass away. Think about what's going to happen with Jordan.
Because Jordan is.
There's going to be so many eyes on it because he's iconic, right? That for that reason there, it's when I have a handful of Jordan cards because people are like, oh my gosh, I grew up watching Jordan or whatever. I also think one of the things with Jordan, and you guys need to pay attention to this, a lot of dudes like myself who are in their 40s now, grew up watching Jordan, are starting to come into capital. They're starting to come into money.
Yeah.
And they're sitting here going, you know what? I've made money in my businesses or whatever. I'd love to own a Michael Jordan card. I'd love to own a Michael Jordan rookie.
Multiple times with people that live in Wilmington, text us, hey, I saw you somewhere. Hey, can I buy some cards? And literally buying huge cards right now of players they love.
The other thing with that too is when you start talking about my dad grew up watching Mantle.
Yeah.
And then so Mantle's not as close to me as he is to my dad, but Jordan and Griffey and these guys, Ripken, they're close to me. So I think you're going to see that swing in the hobby. Let's see. Austin Williams says, what's up, Austin? How you doing, dude? And then Brian says, let's go Michigan. He says, I'm terrified Oklahoma's going to get embarrassed, but as always, Boomer sooner. He said, Lincoln Riley can lose every game, and I won't care. Dude, I love the chats, guys. Thank you all for throwing comments in the chats here. We appreciate it. The other buy right now for us as we wrap up is baseball. Right now, as the baseball season is ending, the minor league seasons have already ended. Right now, you have a window between October and January to buy baseball. And then baseball is going to get really, really, really hot as we go into the spring training. We like Walker Jenkins. We've been buying Walker Jenkins
I mean,
like crazy.
how many walkers have we bought this week? We
like
bought
6 or 7.
I think we bought I think we bought more. I think we bought 5 blues just this week.
Also, shout out, we're going to be at the Charlotte Card Show next weekend for all of our card peeps. We're setting up. We're excited about that. CCR Fire Cards, he says, do you guys do pick'ems? Yeah, we did earlier. We took Tennessee to cover. We're taking USC to cover. And then we said NC State would cover at
Yeah, but State's not winning. Sorry, guys. As much as I love NC State, I saw a fact. NC State has not won in Death Valley since Dave Doran's been there. So, I mean,
ouch.
Yeah.
I'm still plagued by that missed field goal from however long ago.
My gosh.
It was awful.
My
I almost
gosh.
broke my television when
I was like 5 years old, and that kicker, his name was Kyle Bambard, and in our house we call him Taco Bell because he's so bad. So at our house we the kicker
Taco Bell
Bambard. That's what he's known at in our house.
All right, dude. Any big NFL? Actually, dude, NFL has been crazy. Who's your NFL pick?
NFL award predictions. I wrote that on the sheet
Award
here.
predictions?
So we're gonna go ahead and do Week 3 NFL award predictions. Big Matt, who you got? NFL MVP.
Mahomes.
All right. Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I don't even know who the rookies are. The dude, he's not a rookie. I was thinking, I got no clue.
I'm going Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is
Actually he is. I would second that. Who's your pick 'em this week? Who do you think's going to win Survivor this week in NFL?
I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention to the games.
That's because you lost out on Survivor week 1.
Yeah. After I sold my Mahomes card, I kind of got depressed and didn't pay attention to NFL.
Sad clown. I like the Steelers at home against the Chargers. It's a trap game because the Chargers are undefeated, the Steelers are undefeated, but I like the Steelers at home. I also like the Bucks at home against the Broncos.
That's good.
That's going to be everybody's going to be taking that.
Colts at home against the Bears. I like that.
The 0-2 Colts.
Even though they play good teams though. They played the Texans and Stroud and almost beat them. The Bears are trash. Caleb Williams I don't think he's even thrown a touchdown this year.
He's just too busy painting his fingernails. All right, what about Vikings, Cowboys, and Texans, Vikings? I think the Cowboys, I don't think they're that good. I think they're going to lose to the Ravens this week.
Ravens are good. They just had bad matchups.
And the Texans, let me see. Let me look at that one.
Do you think the NFL's rigged?
Don't go there with me.
I'm going there with you.
Don't go there with me.
Is the NFL rigged for all the viewers?
Yes, I do. It's a business. They have conversations about it. They know what sells. They like what sells. I'm not saying it's WWE rigged, but I'm saying there's an element of that to it that I think we're.
Do you think the Chiefs should have won that game last weekend?
I told you before it happened. I said the Chiefs are going to get the ball and kick a field goal to win. And what happened?
The Chiefs got the ball and kicked his field goal.
Anyway, it's very predictable. I guess that's the thing. So anyway.
All right, Big Matt, before we end it, we're going to do some college football trivia. See what you know what you're doing. Last 5 college football Heisman winners.
What?
Yep.
Dude, I got no shot. Jalen Hurts.
He never won it. Remember, he was the backup for Tua at Alabama.
I thought he won it when he was in Oklahoma.
Nope.
So Bryce Young
did not win it.
CJ Stroud won?
Who was so?
It was Young.
No, it was not. Bryce Young.
Devonta.
We're doing fact check. Devonta Smith did win.
Devonta Smith.
Yes.
Yeah. Devonta Smith. Bryce Young.
I'll check.
Dude,
was it Bryce?
Yes. Then the running back. It was the quarterback from. It was what's his name? Mac Jones.
Mac Jones did not win.
Bryce Young.
Nope. Well, Bryce Young did win. Young did win. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I
got 2.
All right, you got 2. What can you name? I will give you $100 if you can name every single one since 2016.
No
it's
chance.
Easy. I could do it, but I just looked at it, granted, but I could do it.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry won in 2015.
15.
So 2016, you got to think 2016. Think about the people that got drafted. Think about their cards. 2015, 2016. This is when we went.
Burrow.
What? That was 2019. 2016, ACC.
Oh, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Just help me with that.
2017, we had.
Now, where did he play?
I'm not telling you where he played. It's easy.
ACC, SEC.
Not in either of those two divisions. He's
2017.
currently in the NFL today.
No clue. Pass.
Baker Mayfield, the number 1 pick.
Baker.
Next.
Oh, then was Manziel in there?
Manziel was like 2012.
Oh, way back. I don't know. My
Yeah.
years all bleed together, dude.
All right.
I woke up and I'm 40.
Henry did win. Next, 2018. This guy was the number 1 pick. He is a current NFL starting quarterback, and he played at a team that is not in the ACC, the Big Ten, or the SEC.
Oh my gosh, dude. I got no clue. Sam Darnold. Who? Short? I don't know.
Kyler Murray.
Murray, okay.
Kyler Murray. 2019, you said Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow.
2020, Devonta Smith.
Yeah.
2021, Bryce Young. Can you name the last two?
No, that Caleb Williams won last year.
Caleb Williams won 2 years ago. Who
2
won
years
last year?
ago. Who won last year? Dude, I got nothing. Who is it, Wyatt?
What year?
I just
Last
said
year.
last year.
Last year? Caleb Williams.
No, I said 2 years ago. Who was it?
Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. There you go. All right. You obviously stumped me with this unexpected trivia moment on Ham House Live. All right, dude. We've gone over our allotment here. The Collector's Dream just said hello. Thanks for jumping on.
What's
Appreciate
up?
you guys who got into the chat. We're going to do this every Saturday we can, just having fun, chatting sports. Thank you guys for jumping in the comments. Matthew, send us out.
Peace. See ya.